This is a Your Last Resorts production.
And welcome back to the Your Last Resort podcast for episode 75 with your host, Brandon Lejean. This week, I'm rejoined. I think this is his fourth time on the podcast. You know him from Shitting on Dio, Superfan Sports, the co-host of the Shop Comedy, my good friend, Dio Reynoso. Thanks for joining the podcast, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. I think this is like my third time. I've done little spots. Yeah,
I think this is your third solo, just you on here, and then we did one super fans episode when you guys started out.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was when Don told us he likes cheddar cheese on his apple pie. Still the worst thing said on this podcast.
All time friendship moment where I was like, I can't believe we're still friends.
It was a moment I respected him slightly less. I was like, that's what you crave late at night, is that?
It's become a thing because our fans know Don as the weirdo now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this small group of, I would say about a dozen people that anything Don says, they just back him up. They're like, you got to give it a try, man. And now I just I've adapted to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, it fits him well. The more I know him, the more I'm like, you're weird, which I like, but I'm like,
I think it's just, that's Canadians, just straight up. That's just Canadian people are. There's a reason why they're up there.
Yeah, dude, did you see that thing on where someone did the math that most of Canada, 90% of Canada's population isn't more north than 5 states of America?
You know how a few years ago when people were they get all their information from Facebook and everyone's like, you gotta be careful. I get 99% of my news from TikTok.
Yeah, no, mine's Twitter and TikTok. You know the video I'm talking about? I didn't fact check shit. That motherfucker could have lied to us. But I've been walking around being like, hey man, did you know that
I've told
US
everyone
is more north?
I was like, we're more badasses than them. They're not even up there, bro.
Yeah, and we live we both live in the southernmost states possible.
So close to Mexico.
Oh man, dude, I'm watching Narcos and I want to traffic cocaine so bad now.
I gotta be careful because the littlest things can influence me into doing bad shit. I'll listen to I remember when 21 Savage dropped an album and I was like, oh, I could be a gangster. I was like,
before we got on this, I literally was writing a joke where I'm like, I absorb my the TV show personalities that I'm watching.
So if you watch The Wire, you're gonna be a drug dealer from Baltimore
or something, or I'll put I can't traffic cocaine, so I've got Duolingo and I'm practicing Spanish, which is the next best thing I
just
could
using
do.
it to elevate yourself. It's a learning thing for you.
Yeah, but also fuck, what was the last? I can't remember. Dude, it's every single show I watch. I really wish I could remember what the last. Dude, I watched Mr. Robot, and I was like, I want to hack computers.
You're I think I can hack. I think I can code. It's so easy. I'll just take a class online.
Dude, yeah, you can learn anything through YouTube, bro. I'm fine. I'll learn this shit. Yeah, dude, it's become a problem that I let it absorb my personality.
Do you think that watching shows and absorbing your personality has led to such a shocking tattoo on your shoulder?
I don't know. No, well, I can't pretend I don't listen to a lot of Machine Gun Kelly and that there's part of me that's I'd look cool with tattoos. So
all right. You did. Your audience knows you just got a tattoo.
Yeah,
correct?
I showed it on the last episode, so that I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, they've seen it.
Yeah, 2 episodes.
2 at Erica's. Yeah.
I saw it. Have you gotten the bug where you're I kind of want more tattoos?
Yeah, because someone my buddy was, because it's ridiculously. Let me see if I can roll up my sleeve.
It's tiny.
Who maybe I can't show it to you. It'll be between us. It's a little tiny.
I just got mine right here.
Yours is triple the size of mine. So
yeah. Yeah.
It was a Friday the 13th tattoo. I couldn't pick the size. Like I low key would have gotten it probably like around the size of yours, but like you have the set size.
Well, how
And
much you paid? $13 or $15?
it was like 30 with the tip I gave him. So it wasn't bad. But I
That's
did have to
so
wait
great.
6 hours in line, which was
Yeah.
pretty ass. But
6 hours?
6 hours in line for the tattoo.
I was in and out. Honestly, the whole experience was like 30 minutes.
I picked the most popular tattoo place like in Austin. Like there's one on 6th Street and then one in the Domain. And I went to the one in the Domain because I thought it'd be less busy. Honestly, though, bro, I brought my laptop and I brought a chair and I was like watching Canadian football and like editing shit, just sitting there. Like it was easy.
I love Canadian football for what it is. It's like my mistress. It's the girl I go to when my wife's away at work.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
the girl that I go rent a hotel with, you know? But I'm definitely not going on vacation with her. Like I'm definitely not wifing her up in any way whatsoever.
That's you make no effort to see her. You make no effort to make it a part of your life. But when
she's there,
she's there. And when you're lonely,
you gotta be there.
And football's gone, your main chick is missing. It's beautiful. They got games on like Fridays and shit. Thursday. I mean, we got Thursday football like coming soon, but
yeah,
I don't know.
They're at the best times when you need them.
Yeah, no, exactly. It confuses you too. It's like that, you know, when everyone gets caught, they're like, "Was she better?" And you're like, "She was different." That's how I feel about CFL, bro. So I'm like, it's different. I don't get it that you get points for kicking the ball into the end zone. The field's bigger.
They got 30-yard end zones. It's crazy.
Yeah, players are running around before. Yeah,
the rules are ridiculous.
It looks like someone with like like what's God, this is gonna be funny, but I can't. I want to say autism, but what's the other thing where they're like Asperger's? It's like someone with like Asperger's took football and put their own spin on it. Like it's chaotic. You're kind of like, whoa, what? It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
It feels like a sport that I would see like cricket, where like, oh, I thought only Indian people did that, you know, like Middle Eastern. Yeah.
Cricket is like, do you know cricket is like 9 hours long?
No, you're actually wrong. It's about it's 9 days long. It takes a week to play a game.
Why?
I know that because if you listen to Superfan Sports, my co-host Donovan Behan likes cricket. Bets on cricket.
Dude, that's like you're signing up for like 6 days of stress.
It's like the over-unders are crazy, like over under 5.5. It's stupid. He's tried to explain it. He's like, it's the easiest money, dude. We're gonna start gambling on bowling. I'm like, we have problems.
This sounds like some War Dog shit. Like they're gonna make a movie like these two men became famous off gambling on cricket, and then you're gonna have like a terrible fall story where like you could, dude. What if you could get famous enough off gambling from cricket and then buy a cricket team? That'd be pretty baller.
I would. I have a couple dreams in my sports life. One of them, fight Derrick Henry. That's very public. Everybody knows that. Yeah. Another one is to buy a low level team, hopefully a AA baseball team. That'd be and like get people that I know to accompany the roster. Guys like Brandon Lejeune.
Yeah.
You know, other Galen Nash pitching, you know, guys, you know.
That would be so fucking funny. Just like occasionally you're like, hey, this home stretch, I'm the starting pitcher.
I'm like, fuck down, if dude. Will Ferrell can do it in real life, I should be able to do it if I had the money.
Listen, man, I think we could really put together like my love for Narcos and your love for this. We should buy like a Mexican baseball team, like something where there's no rules, and then it can front for my drug empire.
I think we have a fantastic script that we need to write tomorrow.
I'm cutting this from the podcast so no one steals this. This is slightly the idea of the Mexican team. I did kind of take from East, Down, and Bound because I was like, there were no rules. But like, dude, fuck, let's go get a French baseball team. Let's get one. Let's go to like the Dominican Republic so we can see real fucking talent.
That's where all the talent is. There's just MLB scouts there. They don't even go to white baseball teams anymore. They don't go to the suburbs anymore.
We'll traffic cocaine and baseball players into the U.S. They'll be our biggest exports.
Oh no, they'll deport me back. I'm like legal, but they'll be like, they'll find a way. They'll loophole the way in.
It'd be so funny because we would just immediately get extradited because we're U.S. citizens. Like we'd immediately be doing 25 to life the second we trafficked it.
It'd be tragic. It'd be so tragic.
It would be so fucking funny. All right. So we're gonna move. I dropped my phone with the notes. We're gonna move into. We're gonna do one of the first. Would you rather to kick off the podcast real quick? This one is: would you rather never wear socks again or never wear underwear again?
Never wear underwear again. Easy. Here's why.
Yeah.
I already don't really wear underwear.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Not wearing underwear is fucking awesome, bro. You know what's a top 5 worst feeling is shoes without socks.
I wore shoes without socks this morning to go do some errands.
Yeah.
I got back home and I was like, why? I felt like I walked in mud. Like it felt disgusting.
Bro, when I do that shit, I'm just waiting for my feet to me too my shoes. Like it's just it's a violation that I'm just not used to.
It almost feels like slipping because slipping in without a condom feels great. It's almost like
it's not the same at all as that.
That's what it feels like.
It feels like this is gonna
right.
be a really weird reference. Like I've not on my feet, but you ever had a cat lick you? That like scratchy, gross, uncomfortable moisture. That's what your shoe becomes when you're not wearing a sock. Is a cat's tongue.
Exactly. And my feet aren't exactly pretty. Like
they're disgusting, bro.
Some would say maybe the ugliest feet in the world. You know,
top 5 ugliest feet I know, but I'll give you a break because actually you're not top 5 in mine because I've just seen so many fat O linemen's feet that get stomped on all the time that look far worse than like even my feet were pretty gross during football. I just had like dead toes and shit.
It's funny, like thinking about your football, like it's almost like that's not a different person because you're still like same personality, but like the physique and look of you before and now almost 2 completely different people.
It's wild. Like I see pictures of myself and I'm like, God damn, I was like, I like had to do it, but I was just like, holy fuck. Like
it's not just you though. Like Joe Thomas, the offensive tackle for the Browns, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He was a big dude because he had to be. And now that he's not in the NFL anymore, he's skinny, he's fit, he's like an elite athlete. And I'm like, you look like a different person. Does football just fuck people up like that?
Dude, I mean, yes, especially like this is specifically for O and D linemen. O and D linemen, like weight is so important for us. You know, you got to be this weight because if this guy's 350 and you're 210, like if you throw on 30 pounds, it's harder to move you, more strength, you can push more weight, all the physics shit. So we're just like, even like, okay, obviously like in high school and JUCO, there's like just the fat fuck O linemen who like there's a lineman that they're like, hey, stop fucking eating, you fat ass.
So, like we gotta do something about this,
dude. There was like our O line coach would like make the O linemen eat together, and he would like police the plates of some of the fatter guys. Like they weren't allowed carbs on certain meals, and then there was the skinny guy that he was like, you fucking get a second plate, you skinny fuck. So it was just this weird dynamic. And so that's why you see when football ends, O linemen and D linemen get skinny as fuck. And then all these smaller guys just get fat because they eat the same, but their metabolism bailed them out. And then the workouts, but now they're not working out and they just balloon up. So
what you're saying is better to be on the D line.
Yeah. I mean, yes, probably not for my brain, but
I mean, concussions, they come and go, bro.
Yeah,
but weight loss is forever.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It is weird though because I like don't think I realized how fat I was until I look at pictures now.
I don't think because I met you at that level. Like I met you when you were. I don't remember you being like. I was like, oh, this guy's a fat guy. I definitely didn't look at you and I was like, this guy's an elite athlete. That's also what.
Yeah, I had that like. I like, dude. Like, shout out my. First off, let me just shout out my metabolism.
Your metabolism's goated.
Top five of all time. It's gonna kick out on me, but bro, like.
It's like I'm 24. Like you guys are right there.
Yeah. I'm like in the prime of my life right now, like, or going into it. dude, like if I just like eat good meals for 2 days and like drink water, like I start to have like slight abs. Like I'm like, that's so cool. I don't have to do anything. And if I
do you subscribe to the theory that you are a genetic freak? Like you weren't supposed to be put on this because your parent you weren't supposed to be born.
Yes,
remember?
All right, you know what? I'm gonna God damn it. All right, dude, I agree with you. Like for the first, I've never thought of it, but yeah, dude. For like those of who don't know me, my parents are 5'7" and 5'7", and that includes my father, who you get your height from, and I'm 6'3". Like, I was one of my parents. My dad's swimmers weren't great, so I was like an insemination baby. Like you got to pay a fuck ton of money. Like they make you in a test tube and then like put you back and then you grow like this crazy shit. And yeah, dude, I mean, not like a genetic freak, but
I wouldn't say you're. I mean, I'm not like he's Derrick Henry. He's not like
no, yeah.
But like,
I played in the upper echelon of talent in football. There's not many
I mean,
people who've done what I've done.
Athletic, I mean, you're more athletic than you should have been. Like you're a different build, and your body's better than it probably should have been.
And dude, like even like the jump I made where all of a sudden I just led the state in sacks, like that was so random, bro. Like I had 3 sacks the year before, 1 sack my senior year, 3 sacks or 4 sacks my junior year, like, and then I had just had 13 and a half. And I swear to God, like, cause I have nothing to hide. I didn't take anything. Like I didn't drinking protein shakes, bro. So, maybe I am. Yeah.
I mean, congratulations to you, buddy.
Oh no, I just got more of a bigger head. I'm just gonna just start. And joining us on the podcast this week is comedian, writer, podcaster, and genetic freak Brandon Lejean. I want people to bring me up on stage with that now.
That should be your pronoun, genetic freak. No, he, him.
Genetic / freak, bro.
Yeah. There you go.
You're fucking stupid. That's fucking so funny. What's your pronoun? Genetic freak.
I'd lose it.
Dude, I just started getting on like all the LGBTQ shows. They're like, all right, we just heard from a Zinzen Zur. Now let's bring up our next one, Brandon Lejean, who identifies as genetic / freak. And we'll be like,
you're like,
the fuck?
Okay.
And then like now, because I'm just like skinny, I don't like me walking out as the genetic freak would be comical. Like a walking stick bug walks out and you're like, the fuck is going on here?
They're like, this is just a white guy.
All right, maybe I shouldn't, with as Caucasian as I am, maybe I shouldn't refer to myself as a genetic freak. It's too close to the superior race. Like I might make people uneasy.
Didn't even think about it. Like since I coined it, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can be my Schindler in this. Yeah. He's like, please stop talking.
What's the next topic?
All right. All right, I want to keep laughing, so we're going to move into the dumbass of the week this week, brought to you by Red Foreman.
Dumbass, dumbasses, dumbass, 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 dumbass.
The dumbass of the week this week is Bishop Sycamore High School.
I can't wait to talk about this. We're recording our show tonight.
Yeah. Oh.
And
I'm crying from laughing.
All right, so do you want to explain it to the listeners, to the six?
Yeah, I'll start to explain it and you fill in the gaps if I'm missing anything. So basically, if you don't know, IMG Academy is like a bullshit high school where like it's a college. They have facilities, they recruit players, but you have to be a high schooler. That's the thing. And they played this school called Bishop Sycamore High School
in
Cleveland, Ohio. In Cleveland, Ohio, and they beat them 58 or 59-0. Yeah. And then it came out that they're not a real high school. Their address is a duplex.
It's a house.
Houses. I read some shit. So players said that they didn't attend a class until October, which was the end of their season. They had to steal food from Walmart, half the players went from the ages of 15 to 20 something years old. There were, dude, dropout JUCO players. They said they had to steal food from Walmart.
It's crazy. They talk the head coach now has arrest warrants on him.
Yeah, what the
because
fuck?
he has dodged over $500,000 in credit card payments. I'm talking about hotels, bus charters, cafeteria loans. Like, he is not paying them. He's literally going out with a super squad full of Division I offered talents that none of them have been offered Division I scholarships by not even like the lower level Division I, nothing. And they're getting blown out by IMG on ESPN.
I can't believe they somehow, like, all ridiculousness aside, yo, ESPN, you got to get clowned on a little for this. You are you got conned, duped, fooled. You can't talk shit.
You're supposed to be the most credible sports news site ever. And if you would have just said, hey, let's just look at the school's website. It's a blog. It's literally a Twitter page that hasn't been updated since last year. This is the second year this school has been alive. Last year, they also played IMG and lost by almost like 90 points.
This isn't their first year?
No, this is their second year.
Last year they played
10 games. This year they're on schedule to play teams.
My God.
Texas, California, Vermont, Virginia. They're supposed to go all over the country.
Hear me out.
No one's paying for it, by the way.
Why wouldn't, like, if you found this out, if I'm one of those teams, I'm still gonna play them. You're gonna crush them, and you're gonna get so much media attention for your team and players. Like,
well, they were saying it's unsafe because if you saw any of the game footage, you could clearly see Bishop Sycamore playing against IMG, IMG is like a bunch of guys that are absolutely every single guy on the roster is going to Division I, like high Division I.
The backups are going to Division I's.
Correct. And they were destroying them. Like, there was nothing. Yeah. It was just unsafe at that point. Like, even if they were 22-year-olds, like, the crazy thing is they played a game. Bishop Sycamore played a game 2 days later. 2 days later. There's 35 people on the roster, bro.
That's that's like, as someone who's played football, 2 days after, you're still so goddamn sore from the game. You're more sore than the day after,
bro. I couldn't play a game a week.
Yeah, no, fuck no. That's, dude, it's so the whole thing is crazy. A side point though, IMG Academy itself is also pretty bullshit. Like, because they've been around for a while. Like, they were around when we were in high school, and I remember being like, that's kind of bullshit.
6 or 7 years now.
Yeah,
I remember when they came up, because I'm obviously a huge like college football fan. They kind of just cheated the system. They said, we're just going to get all the best kids in the country, put them in this academy for all kinds of sports.
Yeah.
And they do take classes, but like, their sophomores take like 4 classes, bro. Like, it's not,
dude.
But what I do like about IMG is they do the school's curriculum, but they also know that all their students are like high level athletes.
That's good.
So they put them in positions like, here's classes on taxes, classes on how to learn like real life skills for the next level, marketing classes. So it is kind of cool that they're doing that, and they get like real division, like real upper echelon coaching and next level stuff. It's just bullshit that they have to play schools that don't have anything like that, you know?
Yeah, like, they're kind of a league of their own. Like, I'm sure in like 20 years there'll be like 7 other IMG academies in their own league.
It's gonna be like college, where high school will be like college football, where it'll be, here are the 12 schools that people can go to. It already kind of is like that, but like bigger,
even more. Even more. It'll go on like a global scale. It's just bro. I just the whole story, like, there's just the more, like, guys, I seriously encourage you to go read about it, because the more you read, like they were, a bunch of players said they were promised that they were going to be on a Netflix show like Last Chance U, and that's why they signed up. Yeah. But also, like, I mean,
if you're 22 though, like, and you're like, I could possibly get exposed right now. Like it's
Yeah, they had a sick. That's how you know they're dumb, because like, what'd you think was gonna happen when you were
yeah.
on Netflix and people started to deep dive you
What
as a person?
what has blown my mind, and my favorite thing about it is we can just create high schools now. Like we can just do
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Which prompted me to create the idea of creating a high school,
Mhm.
which I will compete in national golf tournaments.
We would lose every golf tournament and it would be so much fun. Like,
We'd lose every golf tournament.
no,
I mean,
no, we seriously, like, because I'm arguably like the best golfer in our
out
friend
of the
group.
people that I know, yes.
Yes, and like the best I've ever, like, dude, like players in high school, like they'll play like Brea Creek, which is like a 9-hole, local 9-hole. The best I've ever shot in there is +9, and they'll shoot negative numbers. Like the worst
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
will be like +5. We'd be destroyed.
But we'd compete
Oh,
just
you know
like
what would be sick though, dude? First year, tank. Everyone has to just get drunk, take edibles, get crazy before we lose. So next year we get like a 29 stroke handicap and we take the league by storm. We sandbag and then take it.
that's a fantastic idea. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to wipe this footage
Yeah,
because
clear this.
coming soon will be my school. Very, very, very soon. I'm gonna call it Stratton Oakmont. That's what we're gonna call it.
Can I teach all the classes and can you give me a teacher salary? Like, can we like apply for a
Absolutely.
government teacher salary?
What are you gonna teach? What classes? If
I
you had
wanna
to teach in high
teach-
school.
I want to teach economics, and I'm going to make sure everyone loses all their money.
You're
I'm
teach
gonna-
them how to invest in Bitcoin.
Yes, I want to teach sex ed so I can just say the most vile shit to people. And then I want to teach an English class, the ESL one, and I want to teach all of them like the words wrong. Like they're going to call a macaroon a macroon. Like they're like
This is how you should actually be saying the English language.
yes,
You
I'm
know,
gonna
it shouldn't be
recreate the
baloney, it should be
English.
Bologna, you know?
Dude, yes, exactly. Words
When
like
did this
that, I'm
day?
gonna fix it. Yes, dude. I'm tired of this bullshit. Like even my last name is ridiculous. Like I'll be Professor Legendare. That's what I want people to call me.
Your last name, I mean, you've talked about it in your podcast, but
Mhm.
like it's so funny consistently watching people who know how to say your last name fuck it up.
Mhm.
It's legend.
It's
Have you
mad.
gone by legendary in Austin yet?
No, people have literally been like Brandon Legendary, like based off the word Lejean written, which like, hey, look, I get Legendary. Legendary though, bro. You're
It's
just
a completely
putting
different word.
letters in there that aren't in my name.
I
Like,
do that.
I get it though, and every time I have to like go up and I'm like, ha ha ha, imagine if I went by that, and people kind of like chuckle at it because immediately everyone's like, who the fuck is this asshole? Like no one's like, no one believes that's my last name because it's not.
Yeah,
So
it's fucked.
it's bad. I just put it hyphenated, Lay dash John. So people go Lejon, Brandon Lejon. It's the
gotcha,
closest I can get to it, Lejon.
DeAndre. You should just go full like buy into that character. Just become
Dog, honestly, it's a great starter for stage as people go. And up next, Brandon Legendary, and everyone's like, what the fuck? And then I come up and I'm like, hey, Brandon Lejean, guys. And they don't know how it's spelled. So they're like, this fucking idiot. And everyone kind of laughs because it's not close, but it's not that person's
the
fault.
host is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's so I just don't give a fuck.
Nah,
I don't give a fuck. And people always immediately are like, yo, my bad. And I'm like, dude, like, why would you get that right ever? Like, I would judge you more if you got it right.
I have people fuck up my name constantly. At some point,
yours is ridiculous. It's unacceptable, honestly.
No, for sure. I mean, I get called Dinosaur. My full name's Dionisio, but some people are like, they don't even try.
I get maybe Dionisio confused. I mean, it's pretty like sounded out though when you look at it.
Yeah,
I get it's a weird like.
I just go by Dio because it's way easier. But
how do you get Dio wrong? Dio? But who the fuck? Dio makes way more sense than Dio.
It's ridiculous, but you know what? You move on from it.
You
Right.
know
The,
what
the one that gets me the most mad is my last name. My last name is literally a speak and spell. It's
Reynoso.
Reynoso. Easy.
Phonetically perfect.
They fuck it up constantly.
Also, it's like every motherfucker knows some Hispanic fool with the last name Reynoso. Like
there's like 7 Hispanic last names, if we're being honest. Like, I'm not being racist. There's like 7 of them. There's like Garcia, Gomez, Reynoso, Perez, and Lopez. There's like a few others.
Yeah. And then white people have 1 million because we just raped and stole all the last names from everyone.
You know, you can't complain for conquering, buddy.
That's a bad clip right there. Here's the thing that I was thinking about, though. You were talking about everyone pronouncing the names wrong. Maybe we're expecting too much out of comics. I don't think that all of them are the most educated and literate people.
It's funny that you say that. Recently you came down to you came back home.
Mm-hmm.
We did a show together, and you know, a few of our friends showed up. And the other day I was talking to them, and they're like, "There's some interesting characters at those comedy shows, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Is it always like that? Are comedians like that?" And I was like, "Yep, they're just interested. They're literally the rejects. I love them. I love all comedians because they all bring spice.
There's weird shit about us too that like people find weird that like our friend. But yeah, I like I know exactly the scenario and what you're talking about and all that. Yeah, people aren't like that's what you don't realize. Like so many of these motherfuckers are crazy. There's homeless people like that do it. Like there's just most of these people are clinically insane.
It's a lot of these people, and they're experimenting with drugs while going to talk on stage, or they're like I just hit my girlfriend. Let's talk about jokes. You know, like it's crazy. Like the amount of people of craziness that is in the comedy community.
100, dude. Yesterday, my roommate Galen gets back, and he's walking up to the apartment, and this big giant dude with a beard is like, "Hey man, do you live here?" And he was like, "Yeah." And the guy's holding mail and a key. Like our keys have like a certain key fob on them. So he was like, this guy also I knew lived here. And the guy goes, "Did I break into your house and sleep on your couch this weekend?"
What?
And he was like, "What the fuck?" And like, if you did that, I'm sure when he saw you, he would have had more of a reaction than like, "I don't know who you are." If you were the, I was like, "What?" And
that's so dope.
And here's what I've didacted from the situation. I don't even know if I use that word right. I don't. I think
buddy.
What does didacted mean? No, we're gonna Google it because I want to know what didacted means. That means removed from. Didacted. Let's see if I can like lie and pretend that I use this right. I don't even know how to spell it. Didacted.
You were gonna teach English.
Intended to teach, particularly having moral and instruction as an ulterior motive. Yeah, I don't think I used that right. Well, I figured out or assumed that I think this man he lives here. So I think he came home on a fuck ton of drugs and got to an apartment that he thought was his and was like, "My door is broken," and then broke the door open, slept there and woke up and off the drugs now and was like, "Oh, fuck, this isn't my apartment." Yeah, this isn't my apartment.
You know, sometimes you're down bad and you just got to move past shit, you know?
Yeah, dude. I pay too much.
That should have been dumbass. That's a great dumbass of the week right there.
Yeah, it's just Bishop Sycamore is just too good.
It's hard to beat. No one's gonna top that one.
That one is just insane. He could be co-dumbass of the week. We like never actually officially ended the segment, so that I can't. Yeah, it was wild. And like then when Galen was like, "Nah, dude, it wasn't you," he turned and knocked on the door next door and was like, "Hey, did I break into your?" Like he was going door to door.
He's going door to door, like, "Hey, did I break into your house last night? Let me sell you these solar panels."
Like, yeah, like a Cutco knife salesman. It was weird as fuck, dude. I was like, "What?" I don't know. So yeah, we got to start locking our door now. What if he was
a drug dealer and that was his way of like, he's like, "These drugs are so good, you won't even remember if you broke into your neighbor's house." Like that was his pitch.
I like when he talks like Jimmy Hoffa. It was just some fat white Southern dude from fucking Texas, and
it's funny.
Oh shit! All right, dude. I want to talk about some football stuff. That's why we brought you on. For those of you who, if you've enjoyed this podcast, please go subscribe and check out Superfan Sports. Show them some love.
Super awesome.
They got a podcast every week, and they got betting tips. Win you some money. I'm terrible at betting.
Fantasy football projections. We do news. We do games. We do a lot of contests. So if you check it out, listen, we do giveaways. It's a lot of fun. We're going savagely broke while doing this show. But, why not?
Yeah, no, I love for the love of the game. Now, we'll get more into it. Cam Newton was cut today, which was a huge surprise. But this is a bet I'm talking about a bet. Like I'm going to say bet for like a fifth time. You got it the first fucking time. But I saw, and maybe it's now I get it's a little different with Mac Jones also now being the starter, but Trevor Lawrence's odds to win Rookie of the Year were plus 300 like a week ago, which I understand plus 300 isn't like orgasmic odds, but those are still decent odds. I feel like barring an injury, he's the clear and obvious favorite to win Rookie of the Year. Like it's going to go to one of the quarterbacks pretty much as long as he's healthy.
It's gonna go. All right, I'll touch the Cam Newton stuff first.
Yeah,
Cam Newton being out hurts me a lot. I'm not a Patriots fan, but I've grown up. I'll tell you, my 5 best quarterbacks of all time. Cam Newton's one of them. Like I have a lot of
who
love.
was on crack.
Not that he's like the best. I'm just talking about guys that I
personal. Oh, all right, yeah. Then I take back my slander. You can like whoever the fuck you like.
He's like I just genuinely like his style of play. It's just different. So seeing him kind of just these past few years, especially on a guy who, if you listen to last year's podcast when did the division breakdown, I was high on him.
Yeah. He was tough. Such a fall. It's crazy.
And you know what? Cam Newton has such a great personality. I hope he can figure out a way to be on like a podcast or figure out how to get on screen. I just think his time in the NFL might be over. Like it should be done. Which sucks to say, like it sucks.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about him trying to apply for real world jobs with his resume and that stupid fucking writing he uses.
If you don't know what he's referring to, go.
It's between us now.
Right now. Yeah. Go to his Instagram, just tap on his story, and you're gonna be like, "What is this fucking hieroglyphics?" That's how he types everything. It's weird. I don't understand it.
I don't know I don't know how it started. There's got to be an interview you can watch where he probably explains it, but it's weird.
I don't understand. He types in literally. Have you ever seen the letters from Pokemon that have eyes? That's what I see.
Yeah. Oh, the unknowns.
Yeah,
that's what they're called, right?
That's exactly what I see when he types.
Wow, that's exactly what they look like. Not to get morbid, but do you think when he dies, his obituary will be written in that stupid language too?
I think you'd have to speak in it too. I think it's like speaking in Klingon. Like it's
dude, it's just it makes me angry that a grown man types like that. Like that's completely acceptable for a 15-year-old.
There's a lot of great odds for Rookie of the Year, which is what you were talking about. Trevor Lawrence is definitely the safest pick. Mac Jones is like you could slip in there. I'm probably not gonna do Justin Fields, the Bears quarterback.
He's not gonna play soon enough. Yeah.
Zach Wilson is a quarterback I'm not high on.
Yeah.
If the Jets can win 5 games, he'll win Offensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie.
Wow. Yeah, it's so much easier for quarterbacks to put up like impressive stats, which makes the quarterbacks obviously all the front runners.
If Kyle Pitts can get 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns, he'll win it. Like it just depends on who blows up. Like it just depends on that.
Yeah, because I'm sure, like, because even like if you were someone who bets a lot, like I bet, like for me, like I even maybe I throw like $30 on like Devontae Smith to win it, and if he wins, it would just be I
wouldn't do that.
It's $30 though. You just play like, what if he just has he's a Heisman Trophy winner and he's with Jalen Hurts, so just
for sure
they're gonna be down by a lot too. So
you say Jalen Hurts or Gardner Minshew?
Jalen Hurts, baby. We're on Jalen Hurts' team for now.
For now. How if you had to bet with me right now, how many snaps do you think Gardner Minshew takes this year?
0.
0.
He's going to be the inactive QB, I think. Actually, I don't know.
I think there's going to be a point where Gardner is forced to start a game.
I don't know. Maybe for injuries, injuries. Like I can, especially with a mobile quarterback, it's always something I can see happening.
I like Jalen. So I'm rooting for him.
I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be good. I don't know if he's like the future or like the savior, but I don't
like
think
how you're saying this now on the record. But yesterday when we were talking, you were like, I'm slowly buying into the Super Bowl playoff.
No. I said I'm buying into that we can make playoffs, and that's solely based off the fact that they'll be in it at 5-7, week 12. Like, because the division sucks. Now, if like Dak is healthy and playing well, and they rattle off like a 4-0 start, I'm like, oh, cool. Like,
they're losing week 1 to the Buccaneers, but I think they can win.
Okay, yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as they're in it, I'll have hope. So like at the start of the season, I do have hope because it's the NFC East and it's been like this for years. But
that's what's great about football, though. That's what's great about the NFL. Your team can be shit on paper, and then all of a sudden you're like, yo, we have a chance to make playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And for some teams, just making playoffs feels like you won a Super Bowl. Like the Washington football team getting in last year and competing against the Buccaneers was huge for their franchise. It's awesome.
Because that's my only thought is the Eagles. I still and I'll put this on record and fight for it. I think the Eagles have a top top
let's
7.
Get into the
line,
divisions then.
Top 5 D line. We're gonna do that in a second because I want you to pick division winners again this year.
Okay.
I think they have the defense of front, and like if the back half can play all right, like to keep them in games. The offense is going to be the biggest thing. I think the defense. I think it's going to be painful, the offense, to watch some games.
So on the podcast, we went through this division 2 weeks ago, and I think I had the Eagles winning 4 games.
I have them winning 6. Is my mind is what I imagine.
Yeah.
Any more than 6, I'm thrilled.
No, for sure. I mean, I'm on record of saying like if the Colts win more than 5, I'm throwing a parade. I said that last year. So really just may play.
It just depends, dude. I do want to have you pick division winners because you famously picked one division winner right last year, which was pretty impressive.
Last year, I've been very vocal about this. I was smoking crack rocks. Fantasy wise, stats wise, projection wise, I was just like, I'm gonna go completely south, and I wouldn't say I'm gonna play it safe this year. I haven't been, but my division winners might shock you, a few of them.
No, yeah, you it was like you won fantasy football, and it was, because I'm watching Narcos, it was like watching Pablo Escobar go crazy. Like I was like, oh, he's good, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm trading this person, doing this, and I was like, oh, and then even like earlier when you were like, you want to swap your 2nd round pick for my 13th round pick, I was like, he's still smoking crack. What's going on?
I have to because I get so excited, especially about football, and I love being right, that I'm like, I'm willing to go to all extremes to be right about the smallest things. Yeah, be like maybe I shouldn't put $90 on Gardner Minshew playing a snap. It's maybe I shouldn't have bet Tim Tebow to catch a touchdown 3 weeks ago. It's
they weren't even at the 90-man roster yet.
Yeah. So I gotta reel the excitement back.
I get you. Yeah, I feel you. It's hard to do that as sports fans though. But all right, I have the list of divisions right here. We're gonna go the NFC first. Excuse me, guys. NFC West, we got Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals, and 49ers in that order.
It's funny that you start with this division. In my notes, I have the Seahawks going 10-7. And I also have the Rams going 10-7, but the Rams went out with a better division record. I have the Rams winning the division.
I have the Rams too for that one. So we're on the same page there. I think Stafford's an upgrade from Goff, and they just have.
I just don't love that offensive line.
Yeah. I think Stafford might thrive because he's never had a good offensive line. So he's proven that he can ball out with like a shitty team, which is good.
I like Sonny Michel coming into that offense. I think they will figure out a running game with like the Darrell Henderson and Sonny Michel of it. He's got so many weapons: Deshaun Jackson, Robert Woods, Tyler Higbee, Cooper Kupp. And that defense probably has the two best single defensive players in the league, like Jalen Ramsey.
No question. And then they have the best, in my mind, the best player in all of the league is Aaron Donald. Me.
I think
so.
I think that's pretty etched in stone.
I think that I think they're going to be good. They're like I don't know. I got to see how Stafford does.
People forget that Jared Goff with a very hurt team, they competed in the second round last year of the playoffs. Like they won a playoff game last year. Like they only got better. Why aren't we expecting them to be better? In my eyes, they are a Super Bowl contending team. I'll put that out there.
Okay, yeah, no, I agree with you. There's someone that I'm looking that I think could make that like switch in that run. Now the NFC South, we got Saints, Bucks, Panthers, and Falcons.
I have the Bucks toppling this division. Like just
it's no this is an easy one. This is like
it's a layup.
Yeah, it's simple. It's not going to be super complicated. I can't imagine the Saints. I think they'll be competitive, but nothing to give them a run.
I think the Saints are the worst team in this division. I think the Falcons are second worst, and I have the Panthers making the playoffs. If you want a hot take, there it is.
All right, the Panthers.
The line is high. I'm a Sam Darnold believer. It's time to put my money where my mouth.
CMC's healthy too. It could make it. That'll make a huge difference in that offense.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Okay, I like that. So I'm going with we're on the same page so far. Okay, NFC East: Washington, Giants, Cowboys, Eagles.
A lot of people are picking Washington to win this division. I don't see how you can. Dan Quinn is good at one thing, and that's defensive coordinating. He can't do it when he's a head coach, but when he's been a defensive coordinator, they're great. I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I guess I have to say the Eagles, but if I'm being just a realistic person, I think the Cowboys are going to win the division, and I've been saying that.
You're a dirty B.
I'm still rooting for the Eagles, man. I just don't see it. I don't know, but I do. It made me sad saying that, but they're just going to be bad this year. They're going to be. It'll be exciting next year. Now the NFC North, we got Packers, Bears, Vikings, Lions. Who you going with?
I have the Packers. Okay. I have the Packers being the number one team in the NFC. I think Aaron Rodgers is doing last year was a revenge tour. I think this is a farewell revenge. Let's go for it. Added weapons for him. There's a rookie, Amari Rodgers from Clemson, that is like sneaky good on that Packers offense. Yeah, this team is ready to make plays, bro.
I agree with you. I think it's the Packers easy. I just can't see Andy Dalton, fucking Jared Goff or Christian Kirk or Kirk Cousins giving anyone a run. Giving Aaron Rodgers a run.
I feel bad because Jared Goff is. We talk about the football gods a lot on Superfan Sports, and the football gods are real. There are multiple of them, and the Lions are sacrificing Jared Goff to the football gods for a number one pick, and it's sad. Like we're gonna watch it happen.
That poor man.
Yeah,
that poor fucking man, dude. Yeah. Okay. No, we're gonna move into the AFC. We're going into your division, the AFC South: Titans, Colts, Texans, Jags.
It's looking like Carson Wentz is starting week 1. Barring any injury. Do I expect him to play the entire season? No. Right now, I have him projected to play 15 games, missing 2. That means the Eagles will get their pick.
Yes.
And the Colts will make playoffs. I have them going 10-7.
You see, you think they're going to take the division?
I do, and I have to.
I think the Titans are going to take it this year.
You think Titans? Okay. I thought you were going to pick Texans, but
as much as a big Tyrod Taylor fan, I don't know if he has the weapons around. I don't know if they've given Tyrod enough weapons to help.
Could you name me their starting running back right now?
I know all of them. I just don't know who. It's Mark Ingram, David Johnson, Philip Lindsay, and then don't they have some other decent running back there? Yeah, I don't know. There's
4 of them.
They need to give it to Mark Ingram. Should be the starter with Philip Lindsay as the backup, and you should.
Philip Lindsay's been getting all the carries. But
David Johnson doesn't need to be on that roster. He's old. He's done. He's been done. He's been done for years.
He's been done for a while.
It's just sad. And then just just stop. You know
Why
what
the
I mean?
Titans? You're a Ryan Tannehill guy.
I do like Ryan Tannehill. I just, God damn it, stop. Can you hear the text message noises?
Yeah,
Stop. It's our stupid fucking league.
yeah.
Oh my God, Robbie, shut the fuck up. It's Robbie changing his keeper, but sorry for the being, guys. I won't be able to edit that out. I don't know how to make my laptop not receive.
You're good. You're
text
good. My phone's
messages.
going off too. You'll be fine.
But I think their defense is what worries me, because it was pretty bad last year, and I don't really feel like they did much to make it much better. But I think Julio Jones is interesting, and I just don't trust Carson Wentz with the Colts, and then the other two teams in their division are going to be dog shit. So
The way I see it is, I don't have to trust Carson Wentz. I trust the running game. I trust the O line. I love our
Frank
defense.
Reich, yeah.
I don't think our weapons are great, but I do. The Titans lost their offensive coordinator. They have no defense. Yes, they added Julio Jones, but that's not what makes this offense go.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like an offense is like, yeah, we got our number 2 target. We're going to be elite. No, Julio Jones is still going to miss like 3-4 games. Like it's AJ Brown's great. I like AJ Brown a lot. I would say he's probably like a top 10 receiver in the league. And Derrick Henry's a bum. Like, fuck Derrick Henry.
Hate him. Yeah, I know you hate him. You don't have to give him props. I think that too. Yeah, you just got a 2,000-yard rusher, a 2,000-yard.
If he was so good, he could have went for 2,500. So I'm just saying.
So, yeah, fair enough. All right. AFC East: Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets.
My heart wants to pick the Patriots so badly here.
Yeah. I'm going Bills.
I gotta go Bills, because we're an undercover Bills podcast, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
When you add a guy like Mitchell Trubisky, he's a former MVP.
Yeah.
Bills are gonna be great.
Josh Allen's too good to doubt, and I don't think their team got worse this year by any means.
I just think they need to run the ball. And they don't have a running back.
Yeah, maybe Zach Moss will step up this year. You never know. It just kind of depends.
I'm high on Zach Moss, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. AFC North: Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Bengals. This was one that every single person picked the Ravens to win this division last year that I had on the podcast. It was like 8 people, and none of us got it right.
Last week, I picked the Ravens to win it. J.K. Dobbins being out, Bateman being out. This offense is looking to take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to go with the Ravens.
I'm going to go with the Browns.
I know you are.
I think the Browns are going to take a step up. They finished 11-5 last year.
No, and I think they won a playoff game.
And I think the Steelers are going to be worse, even though Big Ben's fully healthy. I don't
think the Steelers are terrible. I think they're like 9-8. They haven't had a losing season since 2003.
Which is insane. Mike Tomlin's a very underrated coach that should go in the Hall of Fame.
I can't bet against the Steelers, but I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Okay, and then final one: AFC West: Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos.
Easiest division to project: Chiefs. I think they might win a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, this was the only one that it wasn't unanimous because we had Eddie on the podcast.
This is the only division I won last year.
Yes, this was the only one you got right last year. Well, dude, hey man, you should have better luck this year.
I definitely went safer. I mean, I'm definitely more bold with who's gonna win in second place in my divisions, but yeah.
All right, we're gonna kind of wrap the podcast up here, but we're gonna move into the Would You Rather segment of the podcast. So the first one is: Would you rather be the best martial artist the world has ever seen, or the best video game designer that the world has ever seen? It's tough because we're big fans of both.
I'm gonna go with video game designer only because I don't like exercising that much.
I don't want to get punched in the face.
That's the thing. Like, it's cool. Like, if I was on like Khabib, like if I was one of the best like UFC fighters of all time, it'd be fire. But like, I also don't like getting hurt. Like, it's just.
And if you're the best video game designer, like you're putting out like a Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto like size game, you're gonna make a lot more money off that shit than you would UFC, boxing.
No, for sure. I would love to be like the guy who like comes up with concepts for video games. I would love to take over the Madden franchise or like college football and make it playable. You know,
Yeah, fix that
cool.
bullshit of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They need, I don't know. I'm gonna go with you too. I'm going with the video game designer. Now the other would you rather is, would you rather have no traffic or parking laws apply to you, or everything you buy is buy one get one free? So there's no traffic or parking laws, or every purchase you make is a buy one get one free.
Every purchase I make is a buy one get one free, and here's why: I'm ridiculously early to everything, so I have no problem finding parking ever. Traffic is not. I'm fine with traffic because I'm so early and I know traffic times that like traffic does not bother me. I'm a big waiter. I've been on record of saying that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean like not sitting in traffic would be cool, and like never having to pay for parking would be cool. But like, dude, you buy some Jordans.
That's what I was thinking.
2 pairs, resell that pair, and now your other pair was free. Like, I bought a laptop. Like, I bought a TV. Like, you just, it would be so sick to have buy one get one.
Buy one get one free is fire. Like I would, like I'd be like, yo, I'm buying a combo meal at McDonald's, and then boom, I got 2 burgers. What? Get the fuck out of here! What?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be dope. I
2 Kentucky chicken buckets? Can't. What?
You would? Oh, that could be dangerous though.
No, I feed a family. You know, I'd be helping the homeless.
That's true.
At that point.
What's something you would never want to get buy one get one free of? Is there anything you can think of off the top? I was trying to think of this. Like, is there anything that you would be like, I really don't want a fucking second one of these? Something you bought. Like what? Like, because I'm even thinking like ridiculous. Like if I bought a Tesla, I mean, I'm not gonna complain about 2 Teslas. Like if you bought condoms, 2 condoms. If you bought
a vasectomy.
Yeah, but you could be like, you call me up and be like, yo, Brandon, I got a coupon. You want a free vasectomy? And then we could split it.
Put it in the group chat like, hey, yo, whoever needs a vasectomy, I gotta get one free.
Yeah.
You gotta come right now.
That. Beta fish, because they'd fight each other. You'd only want one. You don't want a second beta fish. Then you got to buy, I guess you get a second bowl because you bought a
This one's very
bowl.
topical for you. Maybe like adopting a kid, you know?
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. We found it. How pissed would you be? Because I thought kids, but I was like, you don't buy kids, but then you do. And
your family bought kids.
Yes, it's pretty bad that I just now, like, you're the one who had to pitch the idea and explain it to me. But,
someone said they bought all 3 of their kids.
Yeah. That would kind of suck. Yeah, if you were like, we're gonna adopt a kid, and they're like, here you go, and then here is your bonus child. That would fucking suck. Not dogs though. Dogs would be cool.
I'm not a dog. I like dogs, but like I like small dogs, and I like dogs that are like more like to themselves. I don't like cuddling. I don't like coddling. It's like those kind of dogs aren't for me. So getting 2 of them sounds miserable.
Yeah, like 2 cats would be miserable for me. I wouldn't want 1 cat.
I think, damn, this is my first time saying it. I think I'm a cat person.
All right, well, it's time to end the podcast.
Not a great way to end the podcast, is it?
That was disgusting. It's okay though, dude. Thank you. Hey, thank you so much for coming on and doing the podcast.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, it was a fun way to kick off the sports season, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this sports episode. I know it's a little more than we talk normal, but there's a lot of goofing and joking around at the start. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to give you this. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I was crying laughing at one point. So
yeah,
no matter what it was about, it was pretty fun. I already forgot.
I had a great time, guys. Thank you so much for having me on, bud.
Yeah, plug your stuff real quick. Plug all.
Yeah, Superfan Sports, fantastic little podcast. Me and my buddy, we record it every week. We give you guys tips on fantasy football, basketball, baseball. We're just talking about constantly. If you're a Dodgers fan or if you hate the Astros, we're here too. If you love the Orioles, don't worry, we got you there too. Everything sports, from the dumbest things to J.R. Smith golfing in college to Patrick Mahomes getting an injury. We have everything. We talk about it all and we bring it in a fun light. So go check it out.
Yeah, if you guys love sports, into sports, want to know more about sports, go. It's a fun, goofy, like time. It's not super fucking serious or anything like
It's
that.
not serious at all.
Yeah, go follow them. Go show love, guys. Thank you for supporting me and listening. If this is your first time listening or your 75th time listening, I appreciate you. I still got stickers. If you guys want them, let me know. We got shirts. The link's in my bio if you want shirts. I don't have any upcoming dates right now. I just did that San Marcos stuff, working to get booked on some more stuff. I guess if you're a Texan, you can see me every Monday at the Water Tank, a show I host and run. But other than that, guys, thank you. Make sure you rate, subscribe, drop a review, tell me how much you liked it. Other than that, thank you, guys. And most importantly, thank you for letting us be your last resort. See ya.
This has been a Your Last Resort production.